Hello guys, this is Toby Sisakolo here with another lesson, grade 12 information technology. Today we are going to be looking at our today's topic is internet technologies, internet and the WWW. So we're going to be looking at the trends that we have heard in the internet, and emerging technologies, and also we're going to be looking at improving searching in the internet. So as we know, we have different technologies that there are still other emerging technologies that we have. This topic, let me just jump right into it, into our first slide here. Actually, this topic we are going to look at the web from the beginning of the web. We did such a question like such a topic like this at grade 11, but now we're going to be looking at some other things that we didn't do at grade 11. So if we can talk about okay, before I can come here. Okay, so I would just like to just, okay, this is our objectives. While we're still at looking at the objectives, the things that you should know at the end of these topics, these are our objectives. You should be able to understand the web 1.0, the web 2.0, and web 3.0. After that, we are going to be taking it a bit further now, because we're going to be looking at semantic searching and mediated searching. All right. So before I can go, before I can start with our today's topic, what I want us to talk about is just a quick recap of what we did at grade 11. Maybe if you can still remember. So here in this web, the web, we're going to have web pages of which, when they are together, they are going to create a website. When you bring the web pages together, you're going to create a website. And then in order for us to be able to access the website, we are going to need internet. And what is internet? I'll just say in simple terms, internet is when all the computers, is when we connect all the computers, the networks that we have in the world, and all the other computing devices. When we connect all of them together, we are going to form the internet. And okay, so I want to start with web 1.0. In web 1.0, the first point that we have here, that it provides information similar to a library. So when you go to a library, you're going to get a book, and that book have just one information. There is no way that the book can be updated, or unless you write another book. But that version of the book will contain the same information. It will never change. So basically what we mean here by web 1.0, the pages are static. They don't change. The pages are static, they don't change. And even 1.0, web 1.0 do include hyperlinks. Users are consumers of content and not creators of content. So what is happening here in web 1.0, the users consumers of the content, but not the creators of the content. So which means the webmaster here is the one is the only one who can create content here. For the rest, they are users, they are only consumers of content. So in Web 1, we are just going to have a static website of which it is hardly updated. It's a static website. The information, every time you open it, the information will remain the same. And a static website, whenever, even if different users will open the website, it will just give them the same sort of information. So that is a static website that we're talking about here. So all the websites in Web 1.0, they were static. Their pages, they can be converted to a library. And the form of communication that we had here on this website was only via email. We did not have social networks and all of those things. We did not have. So the only way for communication here, it was via email. And then let's go to Web 2.2, to Web 2.0. So here the first thing that changes here is that now users become creator of content on the web. Unlike here, users here were only consumers of content and not creators of content on web. So the first thing that happens here, things start to change. Now users are also creators of content. So right now here we have got wikis, or so users as well can be able to create content. So another thing here on Web 1.0, we had static websites. Right now, web pages are dynamic. So a dynamic website is not going to give you the same information every time. It changes. The information that is there in the website is going to change. It is not going to remain the same every time you open it. And then so when you buy one item, suggestions are made that you will also or might also like another one. So right now when you search in there, when on Web 2.0, maybe when you search for something, you will be given other suggestions. The website is going to give other suggestions. So it's not like when maybe when you search for maybe let me say a flat screen TV, you will get too many suggestions. The information now is given, they will bring other things that may relate. Maybe let's say you are searching for a Samsung flat screen TV. It will give you a variety of those TV, different inches, and maybe it can give you other brands as long as they are flat screen TV. Okay, so examples here of this website include Amazon.com. So Amazon, back then we only knew that it is selling books. So here they are books. So here they are making an example that maybe if you buy one book, once you have bought a book or rated the book you read, the website will provide you with a list of books that you might enjoy according to your previous pages. So right now, after looking for a book, so the website will now give you suggestions. So right now the search is starting to be a bit advanced. It will give you suggestions, things that you might like based on your previous search. So right now here we're starting to have Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Those are forever dynamic sites, social networking site, and they always change. You don't get the same thing each and every time. So right now, the website, and another thing that have changed between Web 1.0 and Web 1.0 is that in Web 1.0, the only form of communication that we had was an email. So, but then here we're starting to have other social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. So we have a variety of forms of communication now. And then, so right now we come to this one, Web 3.0, where things are much, much, much more advanced now. Okay. So here what we have in Web 3.0 is an intelligent web that connects data, concepts, applications, and people. So this is the most intelligent web they ever been since the webs have been developing from Web 1, Web 2, Web 3 right now. So we have too many things that are connected here. It's data, it's concepts, it's applications, and also include people. So it is a future development as an internet providing you with a service dependent on mobile devices built on the Internet of Things. The internet provides us with an overload of information. So right now, what we have, I would say. Okay, let me start by explaining what do we really mean about Internet of Things. Let me just come back to where I was. When we talk about Internet of Things, we talk about a digital world where machines, computers, and all other computing devices are connected and they can be able to share information without human interaction or without human to human interaction and without human to computer interaction. Here we're talking about things like thermostats, security systems, cars. Now cars are very much advanced. A lot of things that you can think of. So that is what we're talking about when we talk about Internet of Things. So when it comes to Web 3.0, the web is very, very intelligent. It's smart. It operates like a person, like a real person. The internet provides us with an overload of information. So right now, if you search about something, you get even more information that you didn't even need. Uh, Searching for an item provides too many options that you were not looking for, too few of what you need. So now we've got the overload of information here, even things that we don't need. So it is good because sometimes you may be looking for something, maybe find that you're searching for something and then ended up getting some information that you needed, but you were not really looking for it. Devices interact. Okay. Why does it? No. Devices interact with the web without user input. So, just like for example, if you open a Wi-Fi, most phones automatically have that internet that automatically they search and find the Wi-Fi's that can be accessible on that particular area. So you don't really need to interact with the device first before it can do what is supposed to be done. Like having a personal assistance. Focus on the need of the user of the internet. Okay, here what they really mean is that when they say they focus on the needs of the user of the internet. So here in Web3, maybe if let me make an example with YouTube. When you go to YouTube, the first thing that you're going to get in the home page are the things that you usually search, or things that are related to what you usually search. So in Web 3.0, we have some form of data mining there. All the searches that are related to the things that you usually search, or the things that you usually search, you are going to get them there. Maybe let me say, for example, I'm looking for I just go to my YouTube and search for a Chris Brown song, maybe any song, and then play it. It will suggest me a playlist, or there will be up a song that will want to play next after that, and it is bringing the very same thing. Maybe it will bring another Chris Brown song, or it will bring some other artists that are under the same genre, with that song, or that are under the same genre, or people that have featured Chris Brown on their song. So it just group the related information and bring them together. And another thing is that when it comes to Web 3.0, we um, we don't get the same information. When I open my YouTube, is not going to be like somebody's YouTube. It will be on the homepage. It will be the things that that particular person usually search. So for me, if I like to search music, I will find music. If you like to search movies, you will find movies. If you like horror movies, it will be giving you suggestions of horror movies. Maybe the best 10 horror movies there is. Maybe it will get other links that are related to that. Top 5 horror movies, best horror movies for 2017, things like that. Things like, it will just relate the information to the information that it is going to give you to what you usually search. Filtering information according to users' information collected from previous searches. Yes, so this is what I was explaining. Your previous searches are going to be used to give you new information. So it will always relate um, to your previous searches and your previous uh, browsing history. A mom searching for a biscuit recipe will get a different result from a chef doing searches with the same keywords due to their different online identities. Okay, so some other important thing is this: online identities. What do they really mean about this? It's exactly what I have been talking about. Your online identity is different to someone else's online identity. What you always search when you're online is going to be different to someone else. And another thing, when for example, when it comes to let me say, if you are logged in with Gmail on your browser, automatically when you open YouTube, you already it's already like you are on your YouTube channel. So it will already show your name and your surname on the YouTube. So it's like you are logged in everywhere. You are logged in Google Plus. You are logged in everything. So your online identity is already visible. So whenever that particular maybe Gmail account is logged in, you already have your identity visible. Okay, we're still on Semantic Web. There are over 30 trillion websites on the web. All Boolean searches will find the strings in the search in the URL title of the website. The URL is a thing that you use to search a website. Maybe let me say, for example, www.google.com or www.homeaffairs.co.za or .co. That is the uh, unique the address that you are going to use there. Maybe the title of the website, content of the website. So whatever you are going to put there, maybe on the when they say all the Boolean searches will find strings in the in the search in the, maybe it might find the URL, it might find a title of the website, maybe the title that you are looking for. And when you click on it, it will lead you straight to the website. Or maybe some part of the content that is there in the website. And then by clicking there, you are automatically going to be led to the real website that has the information that you were searching for. 10 pages that will possibly meet your query will be on the first page of the search results. So right now it will choose the 10 best page, maybe the 10 best pages that are most likely to have the information of the keywords that you have been searching. Statically, the best website will be the first. So if there is a website that is the best with that particular information that you are searching, it will be at the first. The user is responsible to sift through the website to find the one that suits their needs. So you are going to be having a lot of information, so you can go to each and every link and go back to your old search, so you can just sift around the information and see which one is the best for what you need. So right now I want us to start with semantic search. Semantic originated from a Greek word for meaning. So actually, which means semantic is meaning. It is the change from a web or from a web of website to the web of people. So right now we say on web 3.0 is the web of people, not the web of websites. So the first thing that I want to do, I want to explain this semantic search. Semantic search in simple words, I would say is the ability of the search engine, just like for example, Google is a search engine, Yahoo is a search engine, which one else, Bing is a search engine. So this is the ability, semantic search is the ability of the search engine to consider the intent and the contextual factors when serving the user with the information that they are searching for. So now it is the web of people. Just like for example, it is let me read this one. When you search for pizza in the morning at 7, the search engine assumes you are looking for information about pizza, like where it originated from or recipes. So, and then come to this point, when you search for pizza at 7 p.m., it assumes you are looking for contact details of a place to buy pizza from. So the assumption here is that in the morning, you wouldn't wanna eat pizza as a breakfast. That's what the search engine assume. But in the afternoon, you might wanna eat pizza as your supper. So here, that's why it would give you now the contact details. If you are looking for pizza to buy for breakfast at 7 a.m., your search engine will be caged. So next time you search for pizza in the morning, the search engine will provide you with contact details to buy a pizza, since it knows you like pizza for breakfast. So you see now, this website is capturing information about you. So maybe if if you buy the pizza in the morning for breakfast for the first time, so for the second time when you go there and search for pizza, it will just assume that you want to buy. So it will give you options that maybe in your surroundings, this is the nearest place with the pizza. So it can give you the contact so that you may go and buy the pizza. So that is semantic search. I think it is becoming a bit clear. Okay, semantic search was still under semantic search. Through quickly. So right now, all right. Through Google Plus, a digital identity is created for you. This will be formulated by maybe your friends from your social media. So Google now is creating an identity for you based on the things that you do on the net. So the comments you make, the websites you visit, YouTube videos you watch. So right now, so maybe when let's say when you are in Google Plus, that's when maybe you have logged in with your email to Google, or you have logged into the browser, because right now you can be able to log in the browser. So it will check mostly your social media friends, maybe your Facebook, the comments you make, and then now the websites that you visit, the YouTube videos that you watch, the ones that you like. So right here, so you have this is your digital identity. So Google knows that if I log in, if it sees this email, this is what the person is possibly wanting to do. Maybe it will show your favorite videos, or some of your websites are going to show the ones that you likely most you are most likely to visit. Each link individually has legal meaning, but putting all the information together formulates your digital identity. Okay. So this is what the information will be used for. This information is used to refine your search according to your digital identity. So whoever has logged in, they have a digital identity. So their searches will be based on their digital identity. Two people that do same search with different digital identities will not get same search results. So this is what I was saying in the beginning. So if I go to if I search something and another person search the same thing, we are not really going to get the same results because of our digital identities. So Google now really know that this person is probably looking for this thing. Maybe another person search it with their different digital identity. They will get different results because here our profiles are created differently according to our digital identity, and it is highly possible that two people can be visiting the same website, playing the same videos in YouTube, having the same friends, social networking, and comment the same way. It's really highly impossible. So that is how your digital identity is created. A semantic search takes meaning from the link on your profile. So the link on your profile is what makes the meaning here. Semantic search is like having a personal assistant that knows what you like, dislike, and your interest. So here it's like a semantic search. It's like maybe let me say it might be your best friend here, just a person who knows almost everything about you. That is semantic search when I go to the website. So they put assumptions that when you type something like this, you are probably looking for this. So it it will give you the suggestions based on your digital identity. Semantic search and company website. All searches allow companies to use SEO. So this is search engine optimization to make sure their website will appear at the top of the certain search. So here when they do a search engine optimization, they try to make sure that in each and every search, when one make their website, they make sure that it will always, when you look for information that is maybe on the person's website, it is going to put that website at the top. Now the search will look at who visited the page, what their authority is, comments on the site, and based the search results on the trust authority, reputation of the website. Okay, let me continue here. Results are now based on the trustworthiness of the website and not on how clearly the website was developed with the SEOs. Okay. So, and then the last thing that we have with mediated search. Okay, let me read the important point. This search refers to someone doing a search on behalf of the user. Is that the person conducting the search. So what is really happening here is that okay, just did a mistake here. What happened? Okay, let me just fix this first. So here this search refers to someone doing a search on behalf of the user. Is that the person conducting the search. So here it's like you have asked someone to do the search for you. It is like similar to asking a librarian to find you information on a topic and they conduct it on your behalf. Also known as a directory search engine. Searches are conducted by category, and keywords are used to find websites according to a main category, and then refers to specific topic under the category. Okay, here are examples. It's Yahoo and Lycos. So that was it for today's topic, guys. I will see you on the next topic, and thank you guys for tuning in. If you do have any question, please feel free to email me on my email address, which is tobisisakolo@gmail.com. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good time. I will see you on the next lesson.